94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumadi no asoguso awutie no yeda mo nyina asese matwen yen amayako asan aba 17 minutes after 4 ewe Ekosiisen so 6:30 p.m. and dwumadi eba ewieye ma yena mo nyina ase ne yena aboafo no nso ase papa and the sound of our time ewe dwumadi so de munim no Agbeve Herbal Hospital, I'm on the Mona soap and a Mona cream, Abedja so. Momo milk powder, so one san can be a Koneko baby. Momo milk powder, a boy Juma Bruta, say Unya be a ye soakings, a ye Milo, and opesa won no mudi bigumua. Kama. Yara Ghana and so dear. Fertilizer papa ope atono, Yara Ghana. And ubenya bi ato inti your friend of quality nutrition solutions be to say activa sulfan amidas udi dua cereals are so doso and I say vegetables and so na wudia yara ewo growers nitrable and a crop life and I feel the famous asasira and a nitrable for cocoa ni nyina wunya bia ebeboa yara nso introduce yara farm weather app into to me a download the app nibia a bet show whether I conducive for planting na etimia boama bibia akoye download the Yara Farm Weather app today on Google Play Store. So up out in semiasi akoye website yara.com.gh and also visit your Facebook page Yara Ghana na kohun juma yedi ene emfasoa ewo eso. Momo milk no mo amo pede dodo etu no number obefre 0596 913366 0596 913366 Momo milk was stronger, healthier, happier. Aduane na wo pa trade e na bia wo mfili so be no aduane wo fie opese okwa bonti ko didi mo ahome e ba wo ho a Las Palmas Food Center. Say local food e na wo pe fufu benku omutu ampesi ope good soup, cow soup, groundnut, palm nut, grass cutter, ope bunebunu ena edia ni nyina obenye bi Las Palmas Food Center emu wache so na wope cow tail stew, chicken stew, contomere stew ni nyina Las Palmas Food Center obenye bi eho very neat and spacious obenye baby atna kama edidi so we cry even 4 Ghana cedis, as little as 4 Ghana cedis obenya a full meal Eddie Ame kama ewa Las Palmas Food Center your pastries and so meat pie, cake, spring rolls, rockies and all kinds of bread ubenya bi ho etime ato program we pese no aduane be serve ho ma won so e betima ye ama 0244 233 341 Las Palmas or say aduane pa efie. Few messages. Good afternoon. Be kindly wish my baby Carl Abdul Banks in Takrade a happy birthday. I wish him God's guidance from Mami Esiment. And this one says, Mr. President, please CEOs and Director Generals appointees has delayed. Please be fast about it. And this one also says, Mr. Kusibuafo said several times in the past that some audit was going on and some people were going to face prosecutions 5 years down the line. We haven't heard anything. What's happening or what has happened? APJ ewu sunyane de ono de aba eno. Ora Kusibuafo, that's a direct question to you. Say wakada say prosecutions we were also following audit be a cost whether in ACA.
Well, I'm in chatty for be na Sana me bano sono me busi openi ayabofo.
Okay.
Me mare yako. Me ma me free. At the age of 105.
105.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm so me ma me ho yako. Ti ejirisa adofo be ba be boy.
Yeah.
Be observe COVID-19 protocols. 31st May ibedina wotweda. Ewa Santia Chuma Subwa, Santia Chum South.
Okay.
Udra Sankaria no apai.
Okay.
Inti hono mona obo. Na nipa no busa question bi
also can say auditing be because after that prosecutions because of
those on double salaries. Be sure say watch us yet as double salaries. Always say anyama there former president the late JMS in the kind say law of justice, no.
Grind it slowly.
Grind it slowly. visa investigations in Akoso. Maybe cry and they be at tinky be. So, to almost so what to be. Also what to be so no more. More. Ye fee say, or mojia katuami, no. Ya ni kwan say, or moje. Or no deserve. Or jeha, ejeha. Or there is a binkum any nifa, editi. Enti yedi ejitum sembra na wo se clear ne se yensa yedi nifa eni didi yamfa benkum
so ni
nka ho bi to enti no obete ho nsem
is it some ABB are still the state is interested in
the state is very much interested enti manfo obete ho nka dize bi ano wo hwe animu a ono so so who say unhu ade no na obeka na wo kire se eniema bi course no of course ayi bebira akoso tie omunim niema akoso ewo construction bebre dan no esi bi akokoko so ne koko board no me niema dia masamanfo nim se de niema esi ka ne bi enye ho no no nko a ba bi bebre nso
enso wo ho
eno nso so ewo ho ya me de mejitum se enye proper say was taxpayers money etimi kosa kwa na yintimi mfa enya debi on de ya wo wi aso de say tax tua eden ti say wo twinhwini munwi na bia watwen ye nyina na odo wani ahwe na wabu obi afa so say wo de wu tua na me mmom de menye emfa nya adwapade na basa eya na basa eya menka say emrano se de obudi nipa no kwa emrano ana be kire nti me de jeminimu fa ho ara no se eniema bi koso na me chidi se eda enye sure se samri be bi eduru no wo se kusibu afoka ho asem sa biem ma wie madwuma wo hu se de se ma wie madwuma ene cars bi enkrofo bi faaye no ma wie madwuma information bi ana wo se present nti ya de ya wie adwuma wo hu se de se tie no ai afei entoaso eno so you obi adwuma nti da obehu bi a attorney general na say you know said de mete hai ono so betimi ya bebe no question boro no me obi pass ma wo ebeduru 18 we say ya na say over the bar.
two other questions obi say CEOs and director generals of public some subvented agencies and omo on their own parastatals na ache and then I'll be catch on
oh eben temu anka ye so who say you be concerned you be concerned but me more I say me or acting capacity
yeah
obi o bi anso so is in acting capacity we are acting a decision bi wo ho won't mean take ne bi a board no so no emai obi wo ho I say board eneba appointing na public service commission so you know obeko interview nyina afem it be wo ho no no anya purely political appointment sir
Ekosiisen on Asempa
public service commission be use anipa no te no so no ombehwem no ma domosuko na de wo say bia ya appointing no from bia president ya political no de omo ka bia majumedi say obi pese bibi say timi ba na ba san so bia en appointing no awonye substantive no tinye ne ma ne nyina
na
obitima you bold decision bi wo wa take here was say ultimate take at the time or embrano ma ho kwan enti sa wodo ano na bedefe no and generally obinum say appointment no yem fanshare won sa o man instruction betimi kura ba say bikura inipa no follow no papa to be honest with you some of the civil servants are really I'm sorry say o madwuma mu ne wo mo ne ye bi ensem fata so hunu sa o mu ewo adwuma mu
one say that need complete power sa no
say mini obi kan etete minister without portfolio and I come come person say minister plenipotentiary so na I don't know say no ya na mfo asem nya asem ndi media me gidi say said you be see kan e contem a enke ye nenso so ye hwehwe mu nso yiye so bia president ye hunu appointment bia especially we book a there. Me say a hot dear appointment a hear me a year.
MMDCs, no?
Yes, because of the type of economy you be facing in 2021, 2022. Revenue generation from national sources, the big kitty, a district assembly common fund may be free muabano, may not come the way we do expect. May I'm using may into me master the penono because of COVID related matters that are affecting revenue generation. Yeah. Containers of EBA, SWAT, trade, the composite index of business and economic activities, SWAT, visibly at the ports. Ebechere will say, be another revenue no be generating. I'm the way I pennon. Now, indeed, the budget no kura show that gap, that fiscal gap. No cry show actually. Until you have scarce who ye DC, who ye MC, who ye mayor. You must be somebody who can harness local resources and protect the local pests for development in your area. And Sakrana Inaba. So you must start fixing from there.
It is here Obia Kekene was
this is the time I was say a year. Deliberate people, dedicated people who can really protect resources, have the brain to harness, think outside the box. What is that? And yet, generally political apparatchiks. Political loyalty is there. But that person must combine it with an ability to say, obey generating that resources. No, yet nipa. Obetimi winning the souls of the people or mube pena semu ye no watimi ne ahemfo and soil church leaders and you know are leveraging very well because there will be pressure on government. There will be pressure on government. It is obetimi intervene at that level.
And I know Honorable Wilson Arthur Eba Wasa East DC and over some local initiatives are waiting here used to
very good.
At the resources, he's done some amazing stuff in his district.
Very good.
Local resources, companies, leveraging on the opportunities.
Yes.
And there are some very good things. And he made the points, and the recommendation would be say we should, as a country, look at said say sometimes we leave your best resources for national politics. Now DC near where the real development is.
That is it.
Oh yeah, constituency organizer. Oh yeah, constituency way.
That is where the activity is. That is where politics lives closer with the people.
So the best resources should go down there.
What was circle?
Human resource.
Human resource. No, what's it to me call? Now, no so not only the human resource. Oh yeah, obesa di nukure. And people with integrity. People with integrity, tried and tested. One we said in city me believe strongly. Say so be called politics, so politics. And what I am surprised. You can't be rich in politics. There must be something.
If you are doing genuine
business, you can't be rich. When you're private man, your business is be elsewhere there. I know they are making us here. So we are the resources of bro. But politics per se, near here wakatiano pa dia. It shouldn't be something. It make us say, Obia de si man, a workers, a way. But the grand that the person must be genuinely a magician, you know. So we're not sigagari. So me nisa. It is a obia nukuredie. The issue is a nukuredie. Obeji sikano wo local level. No atimidia ye bibi I demonstrated to the people say there ye sikano aye nie. Na ohinimpo na eko bia no na kachire krom hofo say this is the accountability time. Enti say sika wo ye ameji ye no say ni me makwa countries bebre na yatasma me Rwanda ko Mauritius ko Seychelles ko country bi ma ko Cyprus ma ko mahu eniema bi se die city even street no kra no obi timi adopt to entire street say or here for sanitation individual because of a beer may your big behavior on one say street number so and so and a street where your friend say mafa and who sanitation me kura na me toto rubber no ene de depra na me kura me inspect. I have still na me mete Ayo Giorgio Street e Parotisa. Na wo mo no akwa no ho ne de street ne to ne nana Ayo Giorgio for years ago be around 1940 something. Me say nipa de nyina Ayo Giorgio family ba etimi ba ebeto party on the yearly basis at the ma wo ma ete sa street no so. We ye ho nso so a wo betena ho a ye submit within no ene de wo be ye e de koma Ayo Giorgio family say akoye friend kusi boafo wo ba ye wo be school ya wo be ko ha wo be di so what that room way flat way na see ye ne telephone number susu nie ofiri Ghana the passport number and susu nie enti obi oti ho bia no the street mayor ensu ni no. It is in the form of a cells. We call Rwanda. Now I replicate and so Rwanda. And it's a shells. It's a couple of BNT metna sa street no. Obienti mi ye ngura ensesa entumu sa street no. Greater accountability at that local level. When we say the city no.
Enye enu bi na ye wo unit committees no.
It doesn't work. You say how many of them even understand the whole concept? Say activities in the budget no kra for the area unim project ya beba so ofredo na obusa no emu say unimana so ono so na mo ni etu wiregu so onam ho ni etu wira ni edigu ho bibi say wo ho no mo ebia emfa no ho enipa no so mfa no ho obi enu ho efa no ho yenye ne sa etine no wo mo ebe appoint wo mo no local levels, must really carry the testimonial for the government. If indeed we want to win the next election, it must really come from there.
The MMDC.
Yes, they should win the election before the president arrives.
How about a more genuine challenge, sir? So, as a political appointee, you are thrust into a system that takes years, and more culture. The civil service now has a culture. Or more the way they do things. Okona wa dwen say o di change kitwe bi ko ba pay. The system will gang up against you.
No my old.
Oh, they gang up against you. You know this reality.
How are they ganging up? Where anybody have real? Who say when I make
assemblies no.
And I make a tell say. And you want to fail yourself. What you say? You want to fail yourself. And he said, why you two me failing there? And they will whip you along. When him said you sit here.
But I don't know how do you do otherwise? Say what come say honorable. And how do you say you know? You go weekend.
It must be guided by law.
Kakra we are by the weekend. It happens.
No, it shouldn't happen.
In the assemblies,
taxpayers' money. Na go. Na gata da ho. Na go say ma Jimmy di kwa ye e dia to petrol de magu kem arenza. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me.
But that's what's happening.
No, if it is happening, it is out of order. It is misplaced. And that is why we are failing. And that is why people vote and gang up against us.
When there's many DCs, maybe a didn't come. And I don't know, honorable say, oh, district or saying it, but I was talking to DCs, so they will tell you, say, listen, say, Okwa assembly, a dear bakwa a year, a ha assembly, no coffers per year, out of office allowance. Ain't a Juma Ebia district engineer. Normal routine. I was so call out eco inspective project at air cost on the but or step out of the office a pet. Now allowance is huge and it's the biggest burden on the assembly's coffers. Ukona wa doing says allowance no. Oh, cutting it down. Hey, public enemy number one. How do you deal with
how you are representing the people and the government? Government and so nipa ne to aba eyi no.
Yes.
You are not representing any single individual so na ball go or no call ya do say or sanitary you crowd sanitation ball no go
so no be out of station allowance
na da so go o se maji allowance no medi nyeza na fe wa ko no wa throw report to say enwura no go nyeza you should be fired
But you might not have the balls to do it. And when you say civil service, no. We what you say, oh, fire pay clock stag be sorry.
No.
We be sorry. How do you
and I make catcher will say, me na me wo mo top. Me na me the head of public sector.
Yes.
Me na me wo top. Minim the Ekoso.
Yes.
70%. They will can you me do watching you.
Okay.
All government that have failed, 70% come from the civil and public service. Who ne free? Aban bi abeto abetia wo bia no. Wo mu di kan pam once.
Asempa FM.
Wo mu di kan pam. Na 30% no. Wawa point. Aboa wo akwaji certificate no a wo de be kona brɛ. What if they that aboa wa akwaji am.
Yes.
Civil servants
on Asempa FM.
Ono mo ha dwi pa yi. Omo ha dwi yi. Na no ya na kwan ya ye fa so appointed civil servant ne ade no. Se o transfer civil servants at the public private establishment. Say you school, say you private hospital, say you private equal to some I don't think 70% of them can survive within 6 months. They can't survive.
They can't.
They will be sacked.
Yeah.
That's what we say this year.
The system there is relaxed.
Very good. And the citizens are not challenging. It fix Ghana fix sometimes beer omo directed it shouldn't be politicized. Omo ma politician be enfano me wura. No one take advantage move into negativism. What we say this city no. Na ko start here no omo ye wo ma dia. I understand with them perfectly. What you say? Government institutions are boa na government properly or citizens interface in a more accountable and efficient manner no. Sa institutions ni nyina no. Menua e fa pro
on Asempa FM.
Ketase here de pro ye wom. Wan hwe ya de be here aban no. And so who can no. Yeah, politicians na sabe ya MPP ni NDC ya say yenti ni ade ame ho ni akotira fidie so ni yeko na civil servant kuramu 70% no ma bremo ensesa se monye anwamo no mo de abefoma no na ayema no na mo de nam ye ni adie ye we di say na we di say na we di say na we di say ubonze civil service bi ni salary kura nuru 3000 ko hwe ni fie we see ne cars any investment ya waye so who politician what me aye bia who politician what me aye and what ho be 30 years no abeda ne prime minister de facto prime minister
at the ministry
no what ho yan transfer no and what ho woni bibia papa ne bone politicians ba baby dura in for that matter MPP ni NDC mo problem kakra bia mo be konti honorable yan krofo be twabo abenti no ma dede mo no na bo ene agi kakra ya na kwa wo dia yete ubonzo so tiri kono na akọ ubeka asechire na kire no we must be honest citizens there to abama here in fact so wo mo na eye wo ya metiase pa na be hu na politician akọgia man ho pese o take credit no eventually one who said the city no and so enka wo bo wo genuine course na bansu wo genuine explanation to explain to them enti amma citizens no aye civil servants aye use wo as an interface any instrument aye be deliver public goods no enye government o se kan ukoto kuro wakuma any civil and public servants no en na ade kwadro wo na enye no enti da bia no wo kodo a eso mfi wo tete so wo no wo nkompo wo secretary na citizens no eti hodo na wo musu citizen no atua ne tax e wo local level obekoro de no wo gigi sika no accountability nya adwuma oje a no ne aban edi chepe na DC hwese culture bia e wo
ho untimi nsesa no
untimi na ba yeto aba ma ban se ye de pede na ka hwan de be kwa akoto aba. If government are not elected to take good and bold decisions, then what is the relevance of being in government?
Mesaba Mamma Honorable Aquaba, Mensai Emra, Honorable Oclite Taylor B. Lower Menya Crobo, Member of Parliament, Honorable Aquaba, net saying, you who were Papa.
Ampo.
Bibia Boko.
Bibia.
Constituency Boko.
Yamiado.
Good. We are ex-official member of your assembly.
Yes.
As a member of parliament.
Very well.
Sang Komo Ayedi, because I've had a number of DCs call me to tell me, Obi, say Muan Kraya, especially rural DCs. No?
Yeah, that's right.
So when you get to the assembly, first 1 week, said Honorable Eken, they would come. The civil servant will come. Works engineer, Honorable Akwaba, Obi Aboko, Hadie. But when you start to implement the reform agenda, what they banner, they'll tell you, say, hold on a minute. And some of them, if we saw they would lobby the system through the regional coordinating director. No money transfers to other areas because Omufi said, "This is way there." The new more day because I had say any say what are they blow my mind quite out of station allowance. Say who district works engineer. I was also inspecting project BI in the district. The out of station allowance is huge. One farmer now problem. Teswa problem. How do we deal with it?
Well, me chair for. Now, out of what the station allowance is, you've given me a big assignment. I have not crossed it yet.
Okay.
Then I'll go and verify.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'll take it from there. But the point is that your problem as a country, I be oblemu civil service for it is a fact. But here we are part of the problem. We are a lot of the politicians now, most of them have had a stint with the public service before.
Okay.
Some of them cry what do you call it, a political head or area on them. And the same people metamorphose to become politicians, whilst our service. Some of them actively as public servants. They play they get involved in politics. And therefore be tainted. Now, say now can say district what do you call it?
DC chief executive.
Even up to the ministry level. Who be call on my appoint to be a minister and I say deputy minister office, they will come to you. The public, the civil servant, the public servants, whatever, they will come to you. Now our culture say where you say, just to cut your attention and whatever. And say they will direct you. Now, so if you allow that to happen to them, you didn't come with any mission,
any plan.
So they make an answer because. With a genuine, plan. Say this is what I'm coming to. Obi na asuma me say me mra na me representing wa. And therefore, the mission and vision, and no number carry through. Change wo hoy enye easy. Bibi obi awai bibi for a very long time. No sana. But you see, 1 year so nothing will go on. And we need to really ask ourselves. Your appointment now. Ask yourself. Baby, am I going to, assist the system and ask them to help collapse the system? Well, and Nina boils down to the fact say, kind of democracy. It's all about election winning. The mayor may win election. Otherwise, a lot of things are necessary. Because if it means say we take a decision, now electorate very unpleasant, but in a long run they will tend to praise you. Now say you are going to suffer the consequence of that decision you take amount for because at the end of the day you just want to serve the people. It is how take a decision no chana. Now amount for who soon faswa. Me say even kwa we cry say bibi won ma sama won cry and be say I took this decision. Whilst though it was unpopular, and then but unfortunately, that is not. And politicians have become reactionaries. Bibi bani can. Oh, yeah, can you will not even sit down because your first fear is amount for 20 army. And That is it. And we have also succeeded in creating walls around ourselves. Say, enmity as a member of parliament. Now, somebody genuinely gets up to even criticize me. The first thing the mechanism is the person wants my seat.
Yeah.
Anything or criticize.
Ekosiisen on
Sorry,
Asempa
Megan.
FM.
That is what I would think. First. Now, a lot of the time, our criticisms are also not born out of genuine reasons. Maybe I may person make help in the correction.
Yeah.
And that is the reason why we are
our interest.
So the Megan say anything say no. Honestly speaking, there is nothing that will go on in this country. I'm a partisan. There's nothing. Because every comment I made as I sit here, my brother would MPP Nimbia no. Obey why steady. Or share the American Bia Betia Bino. I don't know be picking on. So the Megan, whatever I say, whether good or bad. And we are not listening to each other, and therefore we are not cooperating. And that is the reason why we are where we are today. Otherwise, look, 50. You find is even this fourth Republican Constitution. I mean, I started. There are a lot of things opposition aka, right? Opposition akabi. Me GD say be transfer na. Na see be go into a book. Some of the things that we criticize, some of the things are government need be defy buy, and then some of them are have become very beneficial. Now, if we really have the criticism, and it behoves on those in the driving seat, to prepare themselves. Say, leaders, we should be amenable to some of these things. We shouldn't be so impetuous. You can't say now every time we are obey rebate. No, we are what do you want to obey? And all that will happen is that people would find ways of trying to make sure say we follow. And that is the problem we have. Oh, yeah. Examples are more district level, they were up to the top. It is there, to the top. The person who even profess advice to you, is thinking about himself first, what he or she will get. Now, sometimes, for fear of the unknown, you end up falling to some of those things. And if you're serious, they make say, let us listen, let's give room for dissenting views, let's give attention to them, no matter how stupid the person will be, the other cano. Let's listen. Nako transi. So the make say. Nako transi. Me was remember and then me know be transi near kuntokwa. I don't forget anything. Me corner nako transi na start it. Na me play back. So the make say. Me play back. Na me hear. No whatever you are telling me, I don't just throw them away. Maybe if I hadn't reacted this way, maybe I could do as it could. And in our discourse, let's make room for some of these things. Send a beya. Yeah, much forward no anything. But the ultimate media believes that as a leader, take decisions, be responsible for your decisions as we move along. Okay.
Honorable Oklite Taylor Abinamotin, member of parliament for the Lower Menya Krobo constituency in the eastern region of Ghana, and Motin Ekosiisen in the higher Asempa FM. This one says, Obi, have you checked the station allowances, the out-of-station allowances of the MMDCs as well? The problem is not with only the civil servant. It is about the country as a whole. How can you employ a university graduate as a civil servant and pay him 1,400 Ghana cedis a month in Accra, and employ a DC who may not even be an SHS graduate and pay him 16,000 Ghana cedis a month with other allowances at his disposal? And you blame the civil servants? Let's pay people well to work for the country. People join politics and all of a sudden they become rich at the detriment of a civil servant who has worked for more than 30 years. You were in charge of public sector reforms and still are, though in an acting capacity. Sir Utibibi say, and the fact say a lot of the challenges, civil and public servants and a criteria. Then what does it mean for you? And the Juma Mampenyi say on Sase Konekoye.
Oh, the number of reforms, Abba. We've had a strategy to that effect. Yeah, they are publishing the strategy.
Yes.
National Public
Yes.
Sector Reform Strategy.
Strategy.
It is there. I don't have a blueprint for our development. Into digitization is pillar number 5.
Okay.
Ukwa digitization. Utimihu. Into ukwa
Asempa FM.
people-centered public service. Emphasis in Emra Inipanoso with greater accountability. Emra Womoso. Nafi locals, the American local economy. No. Yeah, empower them into planting for food and jobs. One district, one factory, all emanated from this. So, Yama local
Ekosiisen
economy.
on
very-
Asempa
vibrant.
FM.
Yes, in attempt to say, yeah, decentralization, yeah, now you're successful. So, now local economy, then you're strong. A basa revenue will be free, a honum, abba. In fact, the objective is to wean off some metropolitans
From the central government.
From the central government. You knew free so. Now, emphasis for private sector. Emra wo. Aban no ntimi mfa enwuma no bebre sa. Government ability for job creation. In fact, at this point in time, some countries be created salaries of workers up to bear 25%.
Yeah.
Country be create COVID immediately almost freeze jobs at the public service. Yeah, omunfa. Aka only the essential.
Asempa FM.
So, and aka say health, education, security. Video aka ni nyina onomo atetes anema no so. Enti was say empower private sector. No onomo ye private sector ho ye din a na economy no pekea. And how we be bedo. It be free.
It be free ho.
It be free. Amanfo.
But the bit about this, and I think it's a very
Salary. So
important-
salary rationalization account. Rationalizing pay.
But that's what we
Even
did with
this
single point,
idea, yeah.
Okay.
But we must take it to Parliament, including ex gratia. Yes, it is there. The definition of ex gratia, proper definition. Is it for your entire career as a politician or for every 4 years? Meeting one natural. But this is the direction we are going now. So I'm saying open there. You need be
Yeah, very important. Very important. Very important.
So enti per countries be ne niam bi a ye nyire be ko ne debate. Ne aye no law. Say nipa no ba wo entire career as politician no. Ne amount ex gratia.
Yeah, the ex gratia
Yeah,
amount.
the amount. Na no kura no. There must be a chosen business within the area no a ukoye MP and I say baby no ni enko bie mfem wow. Say we see animals husbandry, poultry, we no more ne akọ ne dey akoma.
And
You
also
show your
create
chosen
jobs
business.
among-
Na no so create jobs.
Creative jobs.
So we
In
see
the end, first can you show us-
gare processing. So say your oil mill and now be ya. So also be chicken fees and now they be boa. Impo crass. So also organic manure and now person what they ya. Simple distribution, retailing, and also they be ya. Transport
Asempa
business.
FM.
Now also they be ya. Ni nyina ne ayo.
But are you sure, sir, with this proposal, Mubenya, the support of the MPs?
Then we take it there. It will be through the best soliciting the minds of entire Ghanaians. And sana you kura connect quite a blueprint.
No, for me, I think it's a beautiful idea. But for Omo, I was saying my approval.
No. If they
Would
would
they-
approve,
would they
then
support
Ghanaians
it?
get to know. So this is the situation. Now we blame Kuzibuafo from public sector. Then I tell Ghanaians that about Parliament, you know, on about tell her, you told the Oba approve.
I have my
Oh, this is a bedroom, you know.
Yeah.
Obanza kawe kwa chiro kwa chire bebira kwa the ex gratia beso.
Yeah, and for the ex gratia.
For the ex gratia.
But the thing about paying, the thing about paying civil servant who graduate 1,400. No, say what appointed DC. I'm not too sure about salary rate for DCs, but say DC who may not even be a graduate or an SHS leaver.
No,
16,000 Ghana
I
cedis.
don't think so. I not there.
You see,
SSS. I know the main header and you
Say DCEB.
Now I say or say one goes to school there now say SSS graduate kura when you be any other.
Or say you employ a DC who may not even be an SHS
na
graduate.
je se bi kura wa JSS kura wa anko
Ebia JSS no wie.
ebia no wie ya na wa anko school da so na say me hear da enhu bi da na onim etamo kama who pay no kura may not be on certificates you accumulate.
That's the point. That's how I'm coming to that.
May not be the certificates. The quality of work you can deliver, your real competence, the skills that you have, not accumulation of PADs. What you say? It will ban a deal when your person oh yeah, now you demonstrate say ubetimi a yeah, and your salary no tied to. So how do you say we accomplish that tax? What we see this here no. Now untimedia. Obi kura sa qualification no a work kan kura bebre no. Mahu obi a bikura qualification no ko and so obekọ no na bia ni problem ketu abi no de kwakire obi say ade we na wo say ye ni say o say enam say job you know where you know ko countries bit say Germany no ne ade a ene ye Switzerland no ye state no edipa no nya tam epe skills na nkasa onko school no PhD no accumulate no bebre
theoretical
debi the way they take time developing themselves, skills and vocation. Ebu was Singapore, obo adopted that system nibi. Malaysia, Japan for adopted that system nibi. Inti nipa no nko school do kwase krata do no show. There are some people they will not even show you their certificates. They won't tell you they are PhD holders. One who said the city, they won't use qualifications to describe them. One who said the city, no. Oh. Akwabi anu oye adwuma no oye mechanical yi bi no ne ade no hold 2 PhDs but no the name was simple Macarius one edina opa no so Ghana no ye feel say bia menka say qualification ye menka far from that but people believe say one paper qualification ye commensurate with their productivity. That is an erroneous impression. Yeah, one more. It the young we first degree to only kura second degree officer or ye better as ni say ni pano several times. So why should that person be promoted ahead of him? Why should he be getting salaries ahead of him? Inti afeno so ya woko school bia owie ya what mean mi kura weti mami nkodi na di binsano when sano who was the system is unfair.
Ekosiisen on Asempa.
So, there will be serious appraisal under this, where promotion will be on merit.
Yes.
On merit.
Yes.
What you can do. Singapore, they don't base on all these things.
All the certificates.
Certificates in here.
I love the proposal on ex gratia.
Yes.
Because at the Parliament, I'm person Honorable Taylor. This sounds like a beautiful proposal.
Well,
say at the end of the day, is there more parliamentarians? No. Say would you 24 years in Parliament? Every 4 years you are paid ex gratia. Yeah. They are proposing say
okay.
In the morning fantastic. What they are proposing is say 20 years now be do Parliament. Say 20 years now be a CEO of public sector reformer. Uria na o minor APBB amount boom at the amount. And no problem first can you identify a project. They invest in that project in your constituency.
Social security, so you better identify between the amount.
Social security.
You pay social security. I pay social security.
What I'm saying is that
I pay social security.
No, in Parliament you'll be an social security.
Okay.
No,
let me understand it.
Me say, I came from the university where we were not paying social security. The system is such that if I have to continue paying my contribution, whatever, then it is going to come solely from my salary.
Okay.
So I had to take that risk. You understand? Of, forgoing or discontinuing my contribution, because even if I decide to go and log onto social security, I may not even get 5 years contribution before I go on retirement.
Asempa FM.
Or qualify for. And when it comes to when you to come up, but the point is that I did back one person among 40 years. Life is about choices to start with.
Yeah.
Now a lot of the time, the okay, ayampa say obi onuma or that need them so PhD. Say political parties no honoma voluntary. You make a choice. You decide to join. Time anipa no join or kono obano. Maybe I also the most elected person in our community no montino. You are above everybody. And it is out to one man force also you are qualified. Now you have what it takes to lead the community. Now obia only of friends SHS. Echo who politics. Now the party acknowledge the contribution. No pay one standards no. Obetimi lead party now representing president. District one. And then, what is his beef? Ontra ne pie di no anase ne letters no no nya 1,004 no being so no because it doesn't come just like that.
Yeah.
A lot of sometimes we have not been too fair to politicians. Seriously. In Ghana in particular, yeah, if you want to look at some year we na Kenya the way the members of parliament and whatever are treated near the in Kenya and other places, the office of the member of parliament comes with his own budget, or on the staff, or no. There's a lot. I had I blame it on military interventions. Anytime military intervention, parliament has office. The executive remains.
Yeah.
We have the judiciary, but parliament is always dissolved. Parliament you downplay. We don't really high so far as our normal.
Yeah.
Because seriously, if you look at the life of a parliamentarian, diverting discussion, but what goes into what the parliament, member of parliament, what they go through, remuneration. The only way about government solve this problem is that immediately no actually condition of service ni salary. Then salary arrears be MBU. So but as I speak to you today, MPB anyone salary.
Salary. What several term
we na ka just say 20 cedis. Now 20 cedis na one mommy 10 cedis. Until no maintenance na menka say be the we need until they lump all of it together. No say
that becomes your ex gratia.
So the make say no man lump together they have money they Christian ex gratia. So anything the air cost in fact members of parliament are so vulnerable because look the judiciary also takes the same thing. Almost
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
but because your parliament play second fiddle and now say even your bottom I am parliament because a lot of the time you shed that and educate NCC educate the teaming
the mass of our people,
the duties, the functions of the member of parliament in here. Sorry, I say, as I speak to you, and then me know say my friend, my colleague back, besides our him for our paga, our paga. They know we are local government for. Your
recessor committees.
You need a lot of projects are going on. We need to move around, do follow-ups. Get to know what whether the programs and whatever you are proven are being implemented as they are supposed to be. So we can say in your area a lot of things are going on, but you see you find favor with our people. It is now you see MP ka 11,000 and now program 9,000. No, will be cocoa pie. But look at all, and then as a member of parliament, our friends say. Executive
on Asempa FM.
You provide one with car, you man fuel. A member of parliament,
security.
Member of parliament. Would you loan? Loan no cramp a problem the man see. And sometimes we share even the type of car you don't know. Uber share baby me constituency. If I those in a crap there, sometimes a little bit. But when you call me constituency, the areas are. Every time be a mekwaba this is better type for. So the make an answer. And you need to read They don't see you. They need to see you. They need to go there. Now, nothing. So, and you know, we need to really sit down. Now, I'm happy that they are bringing this thing up. One meeting, me sure say the House Committee, or whatever, you know, other committees. We'll sit down and we'll look at a lot of things. Say, ube retirement, political, never can say be a bibi or honomu. Now, so, I mean, yeah. To also enhance, you know, one kasano your life during retirement. So they say, but sikano yecha, sikano die makradis yone njejuma enye hwea. Eno so besa. Emwa.
Na obi se men kan cho say road na wo constituency a wo ko ho ba. E wo say sound ties. Why don't we fix the road?
Very well. Minister Enrauti, Finance Minister. We need about $10 billion
to fix all roads in the country.
Not all, because roads we were a baby or home cry, they become a cobay, a boo home cry, who feeder roads, who go here and come on map, who say a year, quite and count. Sorry, because our development, no, Uba Kobo areas in particular, now, you what we call the Husan system. Now, Ubia person turn the foam, the honor if you and you know, virtually, no, all those footpaths no, have been converted into roads. And it will call feeder roads, or you will not find those roads there.
But why have they not captured them?
No, because they are not.
Somebody would have to take the initiative. And let them do it.
You see, it's like Wabaha. Now, Ubia Coin Echo, ni Diana, you can't. It means Jumasa. Oh, it will take some time for all those roads, you know, to be captured. It will take some time. Because they capture, they recognize it. Plan properly. So they say, hey, but the politician will go after that person because
open the vote. Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, you go after that person before you know, a lot is going on. And as members of parliament, I know, say a lot of us are doing normal be brave out of, you know, apart from the as members of parliament, you know, we are trying to, you know, people were committees to empower our people. So me. The little arrears now, as Gracia, whatever. Now I don't mean me catch them in growth for this. Me see how me chairman omgra in so mobia. So the megana say. And it you know, come home say as I speak to you know, I have aluminium fabricating you know factory. I started it
with
Mami we are and then at least I have you know on the permanently about 9 people constantly working and getting their salary from. I am not making any profit from that. So they're gonna say, even yesterday I met them, I told them, this idea is in America, you see, but in America, it depends on her. It will share because from say, I didn't see one who say, all I want to see is that Ebekoso, but I don't expect them make profit. But they should be able to maintain it. Say do say muko material.
It makes sense.
Wow, a lot of people, you know, now at the end of the day, no, oh yes, I know man, yes, you look inwardly. Say assembly, no, I am producing roofing sheets. I am producing the assembly in Subatua. You shouldn't go and buy it outside. If you want to look at the local economy. The local economy. That's the point.
You have to make a case to the assembly.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, anything. One more farmers there. I take some of economic the roofing sheets. No,
roofing sheets. As part of empowering the local economy, which I call say maybe Mauritius, Rwanda, and other countries be. After the digitization, Assembly will register all masons, carpenters, electricians, or more mobile plumbing, or more mobile, and more was we say, when we see the city. Then you have that base.
Okay.
In there must be a local content. I just say pro almost super.
And some of outside.
Yes, in 2 you pick from among the people. So when we say the city, these are the essence of vocation and skills na we more say a day bano emphasis o maso
and assembly na ma contract bia e was say a condition say obefa
Very
workers
good.
a free
Then we
district.
are able to tax them. Obi to me board now so 15,000 you won't tax.
Ontua tax, yeah.
Mason into tax.
And where's your direct income?
Where your direct
Yeah.
income where you
Yeah.
And indeed, it's private construction when you're certified from this people. Yeah, ma won't see that.
Yeah.
What's your man won't train you or you're certified electrician, or you're certified plumber, or you're certified masonry. Yeah, what database, you know. And that is what the national identification will address. Not what register, no what station, or say be a me honorable umpesu so I say. In this any partner what carry down who ye base, you know, must first show this certificate.
But
So I'm
when I say it looks practically, I did a bit may implement.
You better implement.
What are we waiting
But
for?
you see,
Then America say, yeah, national ID, grow.
no, but you see that Nina borders on he who pays
The piper calling the
because the point is and Chinese for Ghana have been one the loan about the prisoners, one the so that is also not helping. It's also not helping us. Chinese wanna take you over.
Yes.
On one by year, ebi a wadi our friend saying construction company be ati dia ba ha no ebi a omo ye adwuma na aso during the period omo ye adwuma na o tese bi a gold bi wo oboase
in the owie ya
na okọ
Kakro be nya
no dia ko itino
Yeah.
ni nyina gira da economically no ye betimi adi ye ho
Yes.
na ye di ensika every adwuma no man be can say oh enyempa obi support from anywhere and I say the be support be quite limited yes you betimi you have the bargaining power to be able to determine who and who can work ye adwuma no so otherwise all this they are very nice ideas but at the end of the day
implementing
so
them
when this kind of ban see they are bringing buy all these things from China, you know, we are bringing you so and so
well, no,
the interesting thing is able to build, operate, and transfer this time around. That is what I say. And you know, when you know they say a guardian against her,
yeah,
I say, I am fixing your country very well.
We'll come to the Fix Ghana campaign, but before that, we say, Obi, you are not being fair to civil servants at the local government level. Out of station allowance is clearly stated in the conditions of service, among many other allowances which aren't even paid. That's another story for another day. Why make it look like an engineer duly asking for his meager 100 Ghana cedi out of station allowance is a crime? Really? Ben in Koforidia, and anyway, Abandi also the another.
And then you can't as gracious. It is also black and white. A woman, sorry, a woman. Now we shall seriously. The politician, job security, no. And yet, terminal.
Oh,
and I risk.
Now, what we make home. Come with public sector. Why should I initiate this? Thank I'm a politician. Very well. I'm some buy a bit now.
I do honor.
It's the way to do it.
I do honor because you make the choices. Because me can't be as a me, maybe I mean to me near you that mice. Because me baby a sumo. And I can't imagine myself working a tunnel from.
Okay.
So the mechanism.
Okay.
And it's a choice. It will be called Juma or mines now.
Or just risk allowance.
I don't keep quiet. I keep quiet because it goes with the job. Yet you see, the CEOs near Deno, Bank of Ghana, whatever. Everything Biano. Can you imagine when they are asked to go, how much money they give them because of the kind of contracts? You know, we need to be, you know, be fair and balanced. Look, we share the air about local government.
Yeah.
We share allowance you can want no. Nipano or you 30, 40 years. This money comes constantly.
Out of station.
Yes. You put look at the nominal value, no gra. Now put pen, now calculate, now share. Now the could be two member of parliament. Way one koye campaign bia. Obia meji kokos ga woni. Obia meji kokos ga bia woni nche. Oh no, you see seriously. Oh no, sorry, otini honma. anko yi a obi an ka hwe
Yes.
obi a me ka kire say ni yira wo obi a me ka kire say sebi okotwa ne ba ni dua I mean these are some of the things and I make say wanya yentum ma and to
force you into indebtedness.
Yeah, that's the point. And you know, honestly speaking, ya hwe ni yi a you see you be kan you push ya and then the corruption no dey
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
and then the corruption eba because have you asked yourself say president onye sika wo him for no dey in the campaign wo ba mo man sika no mo for the Christmas
No.
sika be a o use ye nyina onye for the Christmas
Campaign financing is a major issue.
it's a major issue it's a major issue
At all levels.
Oh,
Of
dear.
course, of course.
of course
Even from assembly members, that's how we posters.
posters
And see, the quality of posters and go for you.
that's the point. And at the end of the day, you know, we share the cost. The average member of parliament, you know, is always indebted.
That is why you
Yeah, can say there are a lot of people who this arrears they can go onye bi.
Or the triaka.
Bisi onye bi. Ya
Bank
die
na
bra.
Africa.
Wama jini nyina wi.
abange amene no.
Sorry be gonna say. You know, sometimes you know who here so be back out no aka no ma be brace.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is why
But the other
But the system
the
no
truth of the matter, so they say, if it is that bad, why the struggle to enter?
Let me tell you something. You see, sometimes you know, you need to be in it to know.
To appreciate.
Ekosiisen
Because
on
here I am,
FM.
me a lecturer. I was teaching in the university. Better 8 years in my fee university honor. Everything about me in the university I come to halt. So they gonna be me level I me one. Right now no. What be deep say 12 and
8 years.
8 years no. Naturally, we be come back no. Now man na watch my dear no.
Ebi kura no abepe.
No.
San ho.
Woma ba one year wo mpanyimfo.
Yeah.
So they gonna say. Woma ye mpanyimfo. Enyo bia ne be even feel comfortable cry say obey adwuma and no. As a member of parliament, it's very difficult so be because or employee will cry with adwuma. It's very difficult. And you know, you don't have a choice but to. Anything you know, among for a pesticide. Otherwise, my brother, as a university lecturer, time and me one me share car me drive that time. No, I was more comfortable. Every 2 years, we have Mr. Sami car.
What's Mr. Sound?
It's coming. Me talk again car.
Tier robber.
Yes.
As a lecturer at the university.
Yes.
Wow.
Because I had time to do a lot of things.
Okay.
I had time to do a lot of things for myself.
Ekosiisen
There were a lot of things I used to do. As I say, no,
You cannot do them.
but I can't do them. Me in that time no cry yet. So the make us. And it you know, uhwe sa no man nyina the urge to even go back no.
I had day. You have to fight to
Fight to stay. And it anyam nkwa na epetini to most people.
I get it.
And you know say bread and so. Yes. Then so no. That is where I would do hu akwa Oh.
I get you. Wait, sir. Good afternoon, Obi. Mr. Kusibuafo is so intelligent. I like his submissions. Keke, kudos to him. Abawa in the United Kingdom and Odiwe. But if 27 out of 64 years after independence, NDC could not fix Ghana, JDM doesn't have the moral right to tell President Akufo-Addo to fix Ghana. But indeed, after they have continuously broken Ghana, we shall fix it. Mankind, Elembele. This one from Alhaji Hamza on our pig farm. And he says, truth be said, the finance minister yesterday said nothing to us as Ghanaians. The press conferences delivered yesterday were empty as usual. Government should stop paying party functionaries to go on social media and casting aspersions at Ghanaians for complaining that we are suffering and
Ekosiisen
work.
on Asempa
Hardships have moved from bad to worse under this government, and that is a fact. Fix the country. Alhaji Hamza, a pig farm. We say, Fusaini Salifu Kaswa Zongo, or say fantastic delivery by Mr. Kusibuafo. The man doesn't just understand economics, but he speaks economics also. These are the people we need in this country. Regards to Nanabi, the youth organizer. Obi, I shared this comment some time ago. It's the same thing Kusibuafo is referring to. And that comment, no NSA. Obi, there is another dangerous trend in Ghana we must immediately put a stop to. That is the overemphasis of degrees than quality career experience. In the US, we start working at a very young age, building relevant life and career experiences. These experiences coupled with our education determine how far we go. It's your experience that determines how far you go. But what do we see in Ghana? The culture of placing so much premium on degrees instead of experience. So our young ones spend so much time going to school without building career experiences. The recent demand by Public Service Commission that only master's degree holders can become CEOs of government agencies is an example of such backward policies. Kofi Tonto is the head of information and public affairs at Ghana Embassy, US of A. Obi, tell Kusibuafo, we had a DCE of Oda in the Kwame Nkrumah era called DC Kwame Kwache, who never stepped in class 1, but became one of the best DCEs and most popular. He is known to have said in a birthday party to those who are serving the guest, please, can you wine my wife whiskey? And for me, and Fanta my children.
I see me. I've been telling my people every time.
I'll practice pragmatic. I'll practice pragmatic. We must be pragmatic.
I've always said this, and I'll continue to say it. You know, I'm from academia.
Okay.
And I cherish certificates, and I believe in whatever.
Yeah.
But the fact is that, above all, look, we have some names. I hear say untimi paper that. And these nipa they never step omo classroom that.
Yeah.
But womeja legacies are always eja wo hono ma. Great grandchildren. These people went into ordinary farming. They were peasant farmers, but they did it so well that they from there they ventured into transportation. And they did all manner of things. Some of them even built hotels out of that. Yes. And we share quite a fast now. And yet, shortcuts here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know, woman worry baby those days. And they could take care of them. Woman man only I didn't to say no. Woman baby. Oh, and you know, it is true. Because of the way we are seeing, Nimdia is not equivalent to certificate.
Yes,
it's not two different things.
Yes,
but it's not. People will tell you say Oriye first degree. Until they are forced to go back to school at least to occupy time.
Circumstances been there.
Yeah, of course.
Masters.
PhD.
Now only work experience back home.
That is
in the way na ejuma sem class was say
Ghana economy by now Ghana economy GDP is 67 billion. Should have been tripled by now. It should have been 67 billion multiplied by 3 since independence. Your growth had been at a slower pace. Yet is equal na BBS na this stable system no. Inti ye move nko and term emma more backlog of graduates no system no and absorb no.
Yeah.
O de ohwe nursing training kura o mo wie no. About we buy na backlog e go. They say of fire kura no. We still have backlog. 2020 no money you know ezugu a yemfa wo mo. Na economy no can only absorb 10% of people. And na private sector growth so na America no. Ewo form ewo Ghana. Private sector development. There must be an intentional development of private sector. So recently, because trade minister also suggested, let us raise a bond of between $3 to $6 billion and empower some people. Long-term bond. The government has the leverage. The business phobia, what the capabilities,
and give them specific targets.
Targets.
Fanipa say.
Concentrate on Ghanaians.
The job must also be well defined.
Well defined. Okay. Yes, I well defined.
Okay.
Yeah, one crofo bi school no omo anko bi o. But oma wo musika so kura be $100 million. Obetimi ayi adwuma no, he has the passion for the job. Obetimi anya nkrofo putu omo together. The issue is say uko school bebre kura, then you become afraid to take a venture. Now we are an employee forever. Usuro so bete ho. Usuro sika no Ghana for the year adwuma no esusa. And now we also need the leverage to get long-term loans. We need the 10 years. Why you know 10 years? Government can get 30 years loan even at 3 to 4%. It suggests even Samura bond. Say could a zero coupon bond abano the year, you know. We could have gotten a zero coupon bond. Yeah, amount to some opportunity bar. Near the Abregana for. No more the year Juma. No more retire in 10 years time. No. Genuine Ghanaians, any politics in free. It is what is said recently, though, quite senior minister visited Ibrahim.
Yeah, of course. Cement.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are business people. You decouple from politics.
From politics.
You know free.
Because if they succeed, they employ more people.
They employ people. Who are bad? Where you man say you befe dipa you mama no waja how. One who said the city no. Eti was empower omo. Eti you funu bebre akechiri na on their own no. When you ask them to start something, obu fit send the qualification next. Oh, me say me farm. Na me a chartered accountant. Na me dua mako. And a tom. First degree and chartered accountant no. Be sure say no me dua mako. One say the city no. Say I see you no. Me da so dua bro. Honorable tell me the commercial ni me. Me yango me dua me eyango eye gare processing. Me ye shito. Obepa me na me gina ho no mo. Sisi ya me ka kire wo. Thursday me wo mafu mu dua bro. E wo brahafo. Adroba specifically. Ufri teacher na wo ko. Me ko dua ma bro. Ye ntosi. Esa me hwe. Kwanye e befa so a ye tim. Omu tim ansuo ntonti na wu. Esa be komasua ma anya Greek da. But ma hwe practicalize me ho. Abusa nkrofo a lot of questions. Nti me ko hia obi. Me ko to nkrofo bi debre bi no mo bobor Kumasi Sports Stadium. Na yesi ahensan ye de ijato sodas munti yen stop match no. Me ko gina hodin na me ko obi ho na busa anse. Me kwa labrim kura na me ma me ne etu mmire wo enua ho. Sodas ye ntimi mfe nyemmire. Me ko ye take wa. Wo mu si enim. Na me se na mote wo ye dan. Wo mu si de ye wo ye star machine mushroom. Na me se mu kan wa mo nkire me. Eno wo mo kire me. Matimi aye oyster mushroom no amesesa sawdust dey free e dey beer bakery ma convert it
offer sawdust no
e dey here
o dey frasa ase no o dey frasa ase
yeah sawdust no but ye wo embire no so ye wo stage beer ubetimi enya spawn no through laboratory ayi bi ayeye honorable dey wo ne be in chemistry ayi onim ne ayi near their frefra millet nomine ade na ya de na mayemre correct mire na the seed no yan farisa
okay
na ya de ama no
okay
emre o seed enti de ebe yie no na ya de ama sawdust no so say ya na bi wo no mo a mo bi se be ya mo bi nim ne say enti ya was heating system bia ya making sure say ye be yi sa na na free na enye contaminated. Enti bape ni enya na masa convert emre no to mushroom powder. Nam the powder no I mix flour meal any ade na me dey aye mushroom bread. Yeah, my year for the past 5 years. Yeah, and also boa me
bread,
for my bread
on the market.
On the market now. Yeah, maybe a bakery. Yeah, me so me fee say it is so when you are in politics. That is what I'm saying. Say, don't bank all your hope on politics. Say position na me war no. Otherwise, you will become a thief. When we say the city, I say you so agree. Who problem open? No, I have said now. We imagine why are these guys burning? No, me who say esere body ye try do for chair anyway. No, me say ye de domo. When we say the city, body na nkasa esere ya ye do ye timi convert esan so de ye ma domo ye fifiri onyina ho etimi ma ne fifi. What hwa me a chartered accountant by profession. I should not only be thinking about being a chartered accountant. I should be going extra miles to learn something about farming also.
And create other streams of income.
Create other streams of income.
Obi say, Mami Money, they also please tell Honorable Boafo that he should leave his office and go into serious farming.
There's one thing. What was that? My name say, the way colonial masters in training here, because you call elementary school those days, no, make that be kind of man for. Let me say, the first letter who do form 3 and how to write application.
Yeah,
the first application will be
a job.
Yeah, for a job.
Application
no? For a job, no. As a messenger. And no, even got those days, grano. And you know, we are trained. We middle school from 4. No, so we messenger will be office.
Dependent.
And no, even the British, Rankasankas, and Internet, and no Britain. One way you mean, a bruni fite na wo hono na ye no British no. Se say no ma djuma ni nyina no Indian for ni wenu na I take over ni nyina. That's true. So then I take over our mindset no. What do you call it?
Ekosiisen at Sempa FM.
Wow. Ye bu adwuma no be more than others.
More than others, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Ye bu adwuma no be more than others. And only a problem no. So they say because obi a mini ebilimu edin komo election time you know I was trying to explain to them some of your programs are there see ba you know apprenticeship training and all that.
Yeah.
And I make catch them say and some of my students those days I mean we didn't come on. They catch them say getting your first degree no. And no yeah beyond that no aka modern bo. Your foundation na amount no will be able to think it through. Normal. And you know yes. Can you imagine say be a biochemistry? Why all this for the chemistry of foaming ni adi nyina na be what do you call hairdressing salon. Can you imagine the kind of innovation about
yeah.
Oh, but a lot of the time no yenye na apem na a lot too depend on the way we are taught. Me suggestion is people from industry
Ekosiisen at Sempa FM
should be made to teach. I mean,
even as guest
that's the point.
Lecturers, yeah.
Well, you know, look, I have a mate. Or your fixes were Lego. Or spare parts Abosokai. The kind of innovation or the Abba Honoma. Normal no Kwakofa because he understands the system very well. No, maybe Honoma the ordinary spare parts dealers no. The only man is a battery. Maybe I'm a battery diaba. But on no kwa on him say ICB Honoma made me diaba, met me the weaba, met me the weaba, met me the so guy do Sami or magazine. Time electronic cars he buy. Sami electronics war KTI, right?
That's Koforidia.
You know, Kumasi.
Okay, Kumasi technically.
No, Kumasi Poly. K-Poly.
Okay.
K-Poly. Or electrical engineering. Now, at a point in time, my car was having a problem.
Yeah.
They are call round, you know. We see near two. Na me call obi de me call no na me ni kodin komo me ni akwa ni din komo na let me say my brother who school do even say
Ekosiisen on Sempa FM
na uhwe baby a di cars fi de bi fi Burkina Faso de we I mean it's a whole setup.
Yes.
And because of his background He's not doing anything different from those who are doing it, but because of the fact that especially basic training, he understand his understanding. It's a juma we be plug and play. We be try. No, let me go to this place. Let me try this. Let me. It's any foundation. So right now, I don't think that Obe regret say akoye degree poly.
No.
He will not regret. Well, anything you do stage beer, whatever comes your way, But what they say, the little that you have learnt, apply it. Say what art. You should be able to even dressmaking ground. Now who use the art now? Who the polish
Design those.
Well, you walk now guy be ton top I on kebab. You call him because what throw on NBTI kebab. NBTI kebab. Oh yeah, and I'm NBTI. You see, the reason why we patronize it, at least such a person, at least we appreciate sanitation.
Yeah.
Yes, go here. No maybe on fan kwa. We need to really do a lot in working on our the young ones because for the certificate you can acquire. After the first degree, the rest will pay the account. Because the PhD now and then solve problem. Yeah, it's a little area. It's as even broad as even the first degree now. No be brain. Well, say you bet disabuse amount for adrenaline. Now try to use whatever you have learnt. And I say I was quite comfortable as a
lecturer.
As a lecturer because I could do a lot of things for myself. To the extent that do sometimes because me team up me creams amount for the year. Because I can't teach me how to do it.
I get it. Ekosiisen higher Sempa FM. Many honorable Oklete Taylor be MP for the Lower Manya Krobo constituency in the Eastern region, and the honorable Kusibuafo, also a CEO of the Public Sector Reform Secretariat. We'll come back and then we'll delve into Fix Ghana Now. It's the clarion call from some youth here in Ghana.